Oh, that poor eyeball. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Play... God, I love that intro. And we're gonna start right off in the new game. Obviously, there is some other stuff you can do in this main menu, like some training missions, special things you can look at, like character views and such. But we're mostly here to focus on the main story mode. And I'm playing on normal because kid mode is too easy, and easy is too easy, and hard is, well, I just don't like hard. So normal makes the most sense.
Technology is the light that will cut through the darkness. When humanity conforms to a single truth, a truth based in technological progress and scientific method, we will be unstoppable. I, Dr. Otto Octavius, vow as a scientist and businessman that my duties to humankind will be fulfilled. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, nice words, Octavius. If these executives knew you the way I do, I wonder if they'd be so quick to applaud.
Just keep shooting, Eddie. When J. Jonah Jameson sees these photos, my career is gonna be right back on track.
Check 1-1, where's your 20?
Just backstage. All is...
Who dares? Face me, coward! Face a worthy foe. Spiderman?
Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? What's he doing?
Gotta get into my costume and take out this imposter. I can't get free of this crowd.
I can't get a shot. Jameson would pay any price to get this kind of dirt on Spider-Man.
That was Eddie Brock.
Who the? He looked familiar, but... whatever, stay focused. He's stealing Octavius's device. Oh no, he sees me. My camera! No! It's over. It's all over. I blew it again. Oh, I can hear Jameson's voice already.
Brock, you loser! If I had given a real photographer that job, I would finally have the evidence to send Spider-Man away forever! You're through, Brock! When I am done with you, you won't be able to get a job taking wedding pictures in Siberia!
I tried to fight it. Can't fight him anymore!
Again, innocence falls prey to the evil of Spider-Man. Rest easy, Brock. Venom is here. And if it's the last thing we ever do, Jameson and the insect are gonna pay.
Phase 1 completed. Let us begin Phase 2.
Yeah! It begins.
Well then, that was plot, but ladies and gentlemen, this game's levels are instead comic book issues. Welcome to issue number 1, The Bank Heist.
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. Spider-Man co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
Hey, Spider.
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
I know there's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed, and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get to the bank quickly.
Thanks, Cat.
Hey, Spider-Man, come over here. When a building is close enough, you can swing to it. Press the jump button and then press and hold the R2 button while in the air to swing.
Well, thank you, Black Cat, who's totally not voiced by the same voice actress as Naomi Hunter from Metal Gear Solid. But yeah, just press R2 to swing around on buildings.
What's up, Cat?
Spidey! That's a web cartridge. You can carry up to 10 of them.
For right now, all you really need to worry about is swinging from building to building. It's about to get complicated, though.
Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here.
Combat in this game is very simple. Square is punches, circle is kicks. You have 3 combos of each. Or you could just hold down the triangle button and web them down to the floor, which is an instant KO. There are other things we could do with our webs, but we'll be doing that the more as we go through. By the way, in case you're wondering, Spider-Man is voiced by I think it's Reno Romano in this game, who was the voice of obviously Spider-Man and Peter Parker in this, but I think back in like well, first off, he was also the voice of Zero in Onimusha Blade Warriors, so good on him. But he was also the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne in The Batman back in 2004, which is, really good series. I like that. Now, in terms of my experience with the Spider-Man character, I got introduced to him through, I think it was either the 90s series or Spider-Man Unlimited, like back in 2000, and I've never stopped following him since. But I'll get more into detail with that as we go on, because cutscenes are a thing in this game.
Eagle 1 to Tower, 1033 in progress, en route to bank.
Roger, Eagle 1. Keep your eye out for Spider-Man.
If a Halloween boy shows up, he's one dead bug.
New York City Police Department. Proceed and desist at once. Lay down your arms and prepare to...
These guys are serious.
I can't believe they shot down those police choppers.
Yeah, just my luck. I'll probably get blamed for that, too. Is that the bank ahead?
Yes, but be careful, Spider. I saw the chopper dropping off armed robbers on top of the bank.
Thanks for the heads up, Cat.
By the way, sorry if you hear any troubles with going on with the audio and some cutscenes. For some reason, my emulator can't handle this right. I'm playing it off the disc, but it, for some reason, just isn't liking it.
Man, looks like the Fantastic Four aren't around right now.
Oh, bummer. They're too busy being in bad movies. Either way, this is this game's collectible.
Golden.
They are comic book covers. You can actually access and view them in the menu. They're actually real comic book colors. Like that one, covers. That one was Amazing Spider-Man #1. They do unlock something if I recall, but I'm just grabbing them all to show you where they are, really.
When I'm hurt, these will help restore my health.
You don't say. The white thing with the red cross heals you.
I bet I can get into the bank through the top of this building. Cat was right. It's the Jade Syndicate.
This is the first real combat section, but it's not too bad. You have to kill all 5 guards. Web them, do whatever you want, really. I would recommend saving your webbing, because as you can see, as Black Cat mentioned, you have up to 10 cartridges at any time with that, so it is limited. So punches and kicks are your should be your main go-to way of attacking enemies. Though, don't feel bad if you have to use webbing, especially, the thing is, the triangle button is how you use your web, first off. But if you press triangle in correspondence with one of the D-pad directions, it'll have a different effect. Like sometimes it'll shoot web balls, sometimes it'll cover your arms and web for better damage, so on and so forth.
I think that's the last one. Hope these hostages are still all right. I don't think he works here.
Hey!
Looks like I've got company.
You don't say. But yeah, you'll also have sections like this where you can stealth. In case you're wondering how I got up to the ceiling, you just press R1. And I am playing the PlayStation version. In case you're wondering what version differences are, PlayStation's overall the best in my eyes because you have the most buttons to work with and it just controls the best. N64 is missing the Spider-Man song from the start.
They do have hostages. We have to make sure they don't get hurt.
Oh yeah, they also have hostages. If one gets shot, it's game over. As I was saying, the N64 version doesn't have the Spider-Man theme song. There's no FMV cutscenes. They're all comic book panels. And some of the audios are lower quality in general. And then there's the Dreamcast version, which is more or less the same as the PlayStation version, really.
Looks like that room there controls the security doors. The door is locked from the inside. There's got to be another way in.
Though the Dreamcast version is graphically the best. In fact, in that version, Spider-Man actually has webbing on his costume. Now, in terms of my personal experience with this game, I actually played this game a good bit with my friend Paul when I was a little kid. We couldn't get too far in it, even in kid mode. There's one particular level I'll make mention of when we get to it that got us stuck for a good while as kids. But we had fun with it, and that's actually some of my favorite memories of playing video games with people.
Looks like these switches can open the security doors.
First off, take out the guard. In case you're wondering how you take down switches like this, well, as long as one's on screen and you press triangle, Spider-Man will almost always automatically aim at something. In case you're wondering how you aim at guards, you can actually, if there's a guard on screen, there's a red triangle above it, and that's more or less your lock on. You can press triangle and you'll be shooting webbing at him. Though, there is an auto aim mode you can activate by holding L1. The controls are inverted, but you'll be able to aim with a manual reticle to attack enemies with web. Though I don't recommend that for most of the game, because the auto aiming does more or less fine on its own. By the way, this game's camera is garbage. I didn't have much of a problem with it as a kid, but that's just because I wasn't good at judging things back then. Nowadays, I can see the big problem with it. It's that it always has to stay behind Spider-Man. Basically, like say I'm going this direction. If I turn 180, the camera has to slowly shift around to the back of Spider-Man before I can, see anything in a decent manner. Which, that's aged. I can understand why, because they couldn't exactly use the right analog stick, because that wasn't a thing by this point, I believe. Well, no, maybe it was. Maybe they just didn't think about using it. And then there's the fact of the other buttons being taken up. Either way, lift up all the chairs in this room, and we get golden comic book number 2, Amazing Spider-Man number 200. And now we just want to head over here to the elevator to get on to the next section of the level.
Well, going down?
By the way, I should mention, if you ever notice any inconsistencies with like my web total and such, like I think it jumps up to 10 here. Yeah, it does. The way I recorded this game was I did each part of a level in spurts, and then I more or less used the best take out of like maybe 1 to 3 takes. And that's just because, while I love this game, at the point of my recording this, I hadn't played it in around 8 years, so I had to make sure I knew it pretty well enough and all that kind of stuff. And in this stealth section, it's actually pretty tricky, because you have to take out all the guards without any of the hostages being killed. And this can be pretty tricky. Webbing is the best way to go about it, because in this first level you don't really need webbing for much. But later on, you're really going to want to pick and choose your battles. Yeah, that's redundant. And you'll know whenever a hostage is being targeted when they plea for help. Like that guy was just about to say, "Spider-Man, please save me." That means that he was about to get shot. But thankfully, this first level is not that bad at all, actually. Blue things like that, as Spider-Man or Black Cat mentioned in the early parts, are web cartridges. That means you can get more of them. And there's going to be more collectibles as we go on, but you'll see those then. Level 1 overall is actually also one of the longer ones, because most of the other ones are probably around 15 to 20 minutes long, so this is one of the longer halves.
Mind if I drop in? That must have hurt.
I have to admit, though, this game does something that the Tobey Maguires and even some of the Andrew Garfield stuff didn't get right, and that's Spider-Man's wit. Because while I like a lot of the Tobey Maguire movies, even to some extent 3, and both the Andrew Garfield movies, they didn't quite get Spider-Man's character exactly right in that. The first movie to do that was probably Civil War.
Uh-oh, more hostages and a bomb. Have to be really careful here.
This can be kind of a tricky section, though. I will admit to that. What you have to do here is, first off, go into the corner and shoot webs at both of these switches. You only need to do the green one at the moment, but just call the hunch and do the blue one as well.
Oh, big safe.
Fun little fact, by the way. This game has an extra mode known as What If mode, where they have some slight texture changes. And in this safe, there is a reference to Die Hard, saying Hans was here.
They're messing with us. Start the timer on the bomb and take out all the hostages.
Okay, so this section's kind of dangerous. There's, I think, 3 to 5... no, just 3 hostages in there and 3 guards. I need to take them out before they can start shooting. If you look, actually, this guy almost ends up shooting one of them, but thankfully I just happened to intervene at the right time.
The robbers have been taken care of, but what can I do about the bomb? Think, Spidey, think!
You pick things up, by the way, by pressing square in front of them. And if you cancel what we have to do, we have to throw this bomb in the safe. However, don't haphazardly throw it so you can get it there faster, because that action makes the timer tick down faster. I think it doubles in speed every time you throw it. Though I think it does have a limit, like maybe after 2 or 3 throws. But before we actually close the safe, we actually do want to go to the previous hallway we were in, because now that those citizens have escaped, comic book number 3 actually spawned just beyond that metal detector we entered. And if we go over here, we can see it right there. That is comic book number 3, Spider-Man number 1, The Death of Captain Stacy. And now just web the vault closed, and you're done with the level.
Not this time, guys.
And with that grand exit, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2, we'll be continuing our adventures to save New York City from evil. Which is almost every Marvel hero, actually. Huh. See you guys then.